Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
That's the first time that's ever happened. We just talked for like 10 minutes.
Good talking, too.
Good talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah, good. Good.
That's the first time I've ever not been recording while we were.
This will give me a good opportunity to shout out Adam Mullendorf for my new hairpiece he gave me today. Yeah.
I am sorry to Nick because he did say a lot of fun stuff. Nick,
bring us on in here.
I don't even know how to do
another episode of Five by Me.
I don't even know what to do now.
Me and Wes are in rare form. I say we just keep going like it never happened. What do you find folks think? What are you goons thinking about over
I
there?
looked up and I was like, why does it look a little bit funnier than normal? All right, well, we're going to ignore that and assume it never happened. Trent Ranburger was supposed to be here.
Yeah.
He bitched out, is what we're going to say.
Oh, Wes, that is too rough on my friend Trent.
No. I love Trent. I was super excited to see Trent again.
Yeah.
Because
he literally... All right, so you made a post earlier already about this, right?
Yeah. So I made a post whenever... because we kind of audibled. Josh had stuff going on, so we had to like quickly audible and do something. Nick was able to wrangle Trent. Trent actually sold a mattress. I don't know if y'all know this, but Trent sells mattresses.
Yeah, and he had to deliver it himself to Edmonton County.
So he had to do one himself. It is what it is. So it's just me and Nick this week. We've already talked for 15 minutes, and y'all didn't get to see any of that because...
That's just for us, bro. That's just for us.
I don't know what's wrong with me this week.
Man, I feel linked to you in such a special way, Wes, and I think this is going to be an award-winning episode.
It's gonna win us some awards.
We got high potential on this bad boy.
High for sure.
Yeah.
He already went through like this whole thing about this kilt that he's wearing. It's a utility kilt.
Oh, we can go further into it. This is new information for him.
He doesn't have any Zens. He did have Grizzly on him, which
Wes is giving a recap of our earlier conversation.
I'm going to throw some Grizzly in my lip.
Thrilling.
Thrilling.
Yeah. I got this as a Christmas present when I worked at Charles DeWeese one year.
Who's that?
Charles DeWeese Construction was a large construction company.
Okay.
Yeah, I started at their horse farm in 2012 and worked there for 11 years, something like that.
Do you know who Gunter Roofing is? You ever done any work with them?
I know some of those guys.
I don't know any of them. I just know that there is a like a Top Golf type deal near their thing in Scottsville now.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like near
What a wonderful
Westmoreland.
idea. They've got simulators, golf simulators. We're giving these guys a free ad. You know? That might not be.
I don't know the name of the place, to be honest, so I can't really shout them out.
We'll talk to them. We'll have our people call their people.
Yeah, Smith & Smith's going to give y'all a ring.
Speaking of Smith & Smith, okay, so when I asked Trent if he would bring his puppet, Little Trent.
Yeah.
And Little Trent is a puppet that looks exactly like Big Trent. Big, shiny, red face.
If you're mine and Nick's age, surely you know Little Trent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so to go back to for people that don't know, that might maybe new to listeners, Trent Ranburger was one of our, maybe the first.
Maybe.
Ever guest.
Maybe. He might have been after Jason Phillips. I can't remember. But anyway.
I forgot who Jason Phillips is. I'm sorry.
My dear friend Trent. We do plays together. We were in that documentary together. And we just had that premiere this past weekend.
Yeah.
KET bought it and picked it up. It's going to play on KET.
So Trent is a local celebrity. And it was, to be honest, I've seen Nick in a couple plays, I guess now, at the Capitol in Franklin, and Trent has been in both of them.
Probably. Were they murder mysteries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I've seen Trent in both of those, and I've like shook his hand or whatever. But it was really cool to sit down and talk to a dude that I remember seeing as a kid, like growing up. Like I would see his commercials.
Yeah, he's got one. He's got one commercial that won first prize on like I don't know if it was America's Funniest Home Videos, but it was some like video show for world's worst commercial.
No shit,
Yes.
world's worst.
Yeah, and he wore that badge proudly.
Oh, I
it
would
was
have
an esteemed.
Oh,
it was an esteemed award. Yeah,
love that.
His first commercial, one of his first ones was him dressed up like a rapper. It's just like a mattress store. A mattress store.
Oh, I remember that. Was that the one that won the award?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that was not the worst commercial ever. That was maybe the best commercial ever.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, that's the conundrum, you know?
Trent, we're sending you an invoice for $2,000 for.
That video is going to get 12 more likes this week. Breaking records. Now, that one has like millions of views.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that. That was such a good one.
But for some reason, he said that he couldn't operate or talk through the puppet while he was here, and that made me think that is it like a legal situation? Does little Trent have a manager? You know, like what's up? Can he not be seen on other shows? Can he not be And then
can we call Trent?
We can after this.
No,
but,
can we call him right now and like throw him on speakerphone?
Well, let me.
And be like, why?
Okay, I think that's wonderful. I'll text him and see.
Don't take. Just call him.
No, is that what we do?
But
All right, I'm calling him.
all right, all red face coming in.
He might not answer. He might feel too bad about not coming.
He's mid mattress delivery in Edmonson County right now.
He might be.
Your call has been.
He might be. On a few of them, in some of them houses, you have to sludge through garbage
Trent,
to get
you
through the
son of a
bedrooms.
bitch.
You know,
Have I told you?
people are gross.
You talking
If
about-
your house is gross, clean it. I'm telling you right now, this is your motivation. Press pause on the episode and clean your nasty house.
Have I told? It is funny that we're talking about him because him canceling on us because of a mattress delivery. But have I ever told you that I helped? I had a friend. His name's Chris Jesse. Shout out Chris Jesse.
Chris Jesse.
He asked me to help one
love a
time
man with two first names.
to deliver a mattress to somebody, and I said okay. And
Was it full of money?
What?
Was it full of money?
No, it was not. He worked at a mattress place.
Man's a mattress man.
Yeah. And whenever we got there, he didn't tell me this prior. It was Turtle Man.
Oh, shit. I heard that. Is that why he brought you? Did he know?
I think so. No, he knew. He for
That's
sure
hilarious.
knew. He didn't
Hell
tell
yeah.
me at all. And it would
Yeah.
end up being Turtle Man.
Man.
And Turtle Man, at the time, was at his height, and he lived at the dingiest apartment complex.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't make
Yeah.
any money from...
No.
What,
From
History
catching
Channel?
turtles recreationally?
Well, I mean, he had a show on History Channel or whatever the hell it was. Like,
Hell, he probably got bills. He probably got 6-7 years of back child support he had to pay off with that first check.
you're probably not wrong, but
Yeah.
it
Them people,
blew me
those
away.
people have bills. Their credit is zero, and they're just scratching by, baby.
It blew me away to whenever we opened the door. Like, Chris opened the door, and then fucking yee guy.
Started a revolution.
Open.
People don't even know where Yee came from anymore.
No, they
and it's
don't.
from
They
him.
don't. There's like that country singer. I don't even know what his.
Dibbles Jr.
Yeah,
is what you said.
Earl Dibble or
Yeah.
Earl Dibbles Jr.
Maybe like a month and a half ago, we talked about Yee.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Or maybe that was the Nateland podcast. Maybe I'm confusing ours for
We-
a very popular podcast.
We may have. I don't remember, but I remember going to the beach like 7 years ago or something, and somebody handed me a koozie, and it said "Yee Yee" on it, And I was like, is this from Turtle Man? They're like, no, this is like Earl Dibbles Jr. And I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, poser.
I was like, all I know is Turtle Man, baby.
Yeah. All right, back to the main. We're going to have a main storyline here, and then we can venture off back and forth like we just did, but I'm going to bring us back, okay?
What's the main one?
The main one. So, thinking about little Trent and him having an agent and a contract and stuff, I called Josh, and I was like, you think it's like legally you can't use the puppet? And so that we came up with a Smith & Smith skit.
Okay.
And I was going to send a picture of me and little Trent, and I was going to be like, let's send this to the boys at Smith & Smith. And I was going to send it to Josh. That would trigger Josh to call me and pretend to be Tony Smith of the Smith & Smith law firm. And we had a script for talking about little Trent the puppet.
Yeah.
Josh doesn't know Trent's not here. So Josh, if we tell him to call, he will still be like Trent is here with little Trent. I think it'll be hilarious.
I like this idea.
Yeah.
Let's get Josh.
So now the goons are in on it. Josh won't find out until he listens to the podcast.
Let's get Josh on the horn right now.
Yeah. Let's get Josh online.
Josh had I don't know if we went over this since we had to restart, but Josh unexpectedly has one of his kids that he's loving on right now, so we're going to call him and
yeah, all right, I just text him. Go ahead and call now. So y'all getting a little behind the scenes of how the magic happens. It's just three guys with dumb ideas trying to figure out how to make it happen. Yeah. Right, Lennon? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lennon. Happy birthday to you.
Lennon is 13. Josh is calling.
Yes.
Lennon, maybe. Come here, sweetie.
Hey, hold on. Let me pull up this email from corporate real quick. All right, I got it. Hello, Mr. Smith.
Nick, Mr. Cook, Nicholas, we need to talk.
Okay, just a second. Okay, you just used 4 versions of my name and none of them were on my birth certificate. What's going on, Tony?
This is your lawyer, Tony Smith. This is about the puppet.
Little Trent? What about him? You know, he's part of the crew now. He's got his own chair. He eats all the fruit roll-ups. He called Wes a coward on air last week. Instant classic. He's part of the team.
Hi. Yes, and he's also a potential lawsuit wrapped in foam and felt.
I thought you said he was legally adorable.
I did, and I stand by that. But turns out he's also a local celebrity, trademarked by Trent Betting Hype, and they own his face, voice, and possibly even behind.
His little puppet behind? So you're telling me the mattress people own little Trent's ass?
Hi, legally speaking, yes. It's on the record. Page 2 of the puppet's birth certificate says, property of Trent Betting. Do not machine wash.
Okay, so what if we just change his name, like, to Medium Trent or Somewhat Large Trevor?
Hi, still dicey. The law says if it looks like Little Trent, sound like a Little Trent, and tries to sell a California King of mattress like a Little Trent, then congratulations. You're getting a cease and desist with a free neck pillow for a Little Trent.
But our little Trent doesn't sell mattresses. He sells unfiltered opinions, and one time he tried to unionize the interns.
Look, legally, parody is your best bet. But you've got to really lean into it. Maybe make him flinch. Give him a mustache. Call him Petite Trent. Petite Trent la Petite. Says he hates mattresses. Sleeps on gravel. Make him a nihilist.
When did Smith and Smith hire a Japanese guy?
Oh, it's actually been Smith the whole time. More of an E. We've been saying Smith and Smith this whole time. It's actually Smith and Smith. I've only talked to these people over email. I've never heard them talk before. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So if you're telling me if I give the puppet a beret and have him scream, wee wee, we're safe?
Safer than that time you put him in a Trent bedding ad where he says, "This bed height is so comfy I could cry, but I can't because my tear ducts are sewn shut."
He's turning Mexican.
I am.
You know how powerful of a moment that was for our podcast? That episode got 100,000 views.
Puta grande.
It moved me, Nicholas, legally and emotionally. But it also moved us closer to being sued by a man who sells mattresses and owns not one, not two, but 3 bald eagles.
Okay. All right. New plan. We kill off Little Trent in the podcast storyline. Dramatic funeral, open casket, tons of puppets crying.
Hi, I will bring my samurai sword, and only if the coffin is not memory foam.
Done.
Seppuku.
Yep.
Who's doing seppuku?
Little Trent. is doing
Okay.
seppuku. Done. I'm gonna make the casket out of plywood and styrofoam.
Hi, consider it done. That's fine by me.
Thank you, Smith and Smith.
Thank you, Smith and Smith.
I love that Josh has no idea.
Yeah, yeah. He thinks Trent was there for the whole thing. He thinks he was talking to a puppet. What an idiot! You gotta be the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever met in my life.
What a dumbass.
Oh, you're not talking to a puppet.
While you were on that call, Pearl has decided to make me the hottest person in the world.
Yeah, she's warm too. I mean, she's like 52 pounds of cuddleness.
Oh man,
Cuddle puddle.
Are we done with this storyline at this point?
I think so. I think that was pretty sharp. That's the clip that's going to win us one of those platinum YouTube buttons.
Man, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I'd wear a crown.
Burger,
Man, speaking
Burger
of
King crown?
Huh?
Burger King crown?
No, this is a nice crown.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of crowns, I am dry with Tutley's wife.
I don't like how that sounds.
I'm tore all to pieces. She's got me mentally jumbled up.
What? Go on.
Church camp.
Oh, Tut was at church with you? Church camp?
Tutley went for a couple nights. He helped his wife with her cabin for the talent show. A bunch of people do skits.
Yeah.
And my boys didn't enter this year. Last year we lost to Jenna, which is Tutley's wife. 2 years before that we lost to Jenna too. So this year when they won her cabin, they do like a game show and like all the girls in their cabin do impressions of the counselors.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tutley made like a game show video that played in front of the whole camp during their skit.
Okay.
They
Seems
won.
like cheating. A little bit of cheating.
Well, I've done a camp safety video before too, and it was fun.
Okay.
But all things are on the table.
If y'all don't know, Nick was at Bonnaroo for a couple days, and then he went to church camp for the rest of the days. And that's why he wasn't with us last week.
Yeah, I had like 12 days.
Yeah, it was long little bit.
Yeah,
Did you?
If you take the best of both of those worlds and combine them and initiate that into the rest of your life, boy, you got a good start. I'll tell you
I'm
what.
sure.
Yeah.
That was my sidebar. I was wondering if you wore the...
Man, I forgot it behind the front seat of my truck all week. I forgot it was there. Yeah.
Oh, so you took it with you. You took the hat with you.
Yeah.
Mask, whatever you want to call it.
That needs a name. I don't know what that is.
It's a unicorn. Was the wig always on it?
No. It's always just been the wig on the neck of the man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll think of a name
Yeah.
for that. We'll have to.
Have them.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe somebody will
give
throw
us
us
give us a name for
throw us a bone there.
Shaniqua or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't hate Shaniqua.
What? So, all right.
okay,
So continue on with
So
the.
yeah, the first thing Jenna did when her cabin won the talent show was she grabbed the microphone. She said, "Where's Nick Cook?"
Oh boy.
And she made eye contact with me. She said, 3 years. 3 years in a row. And then she pointed to her rings.
Oh wow.
And so
That's
right
kinda
then
rude.
and there, I decided I've got 365 days to plan for next year.
You know what? The Lord doesn't like boastful people.
No.
So
I
I
will
want you to, I want you to really pray on that tonight, Jenna, because He doesn't like that.
What a wonderful point, Wes. I don't know if I've ever agreed with you more about something.
I mean, it's Scripture.
Yeah. It's scripture. And what did the Scornful Woman song? Anthony Oliver?
Yeah. Yeah. Brand new Anthony Oliver dropped finally after a couple years of him being away.
I'm a scornful, court gesture, whatever I am. I'm scornful right now. People write songs about the rage inside of me.
Well, they should. But I mean, I think there's many more pastors that have probably wrote sermons about boastful people. What are you doing?
Pearl is a huge distraction for us right now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, just watching her stretch and lay down.
It's so cute.
She is. I'm used to having Josh over here, which I don't really like looking at, so I don't look to my left a great deal.
Yeah. Isn't this nice? I do feel like this is a therapist-client situation going on.
You think
here.
so? I could probably lay down. Well, I'm not going to move Pearl.
I'd love to get deep in it with you, brother.
I'm not moving Pearl, but yeah, we probably get it.
I could do like one of those Rorschach tests.
Rorschach.
The
thing with the you show the
ink
images?
blots.
Yeah, the ink blots.
Yeah. Man,
we,
what
we
was that
should
movie?
do that sometime.
What was that movie with Rorschach, like the superhero?
Oh, you're.
So good. So good.
It's a graphic novel.
Yeah.
His face is like a Rorschach check.
Yeah. But there are so many other
what
people
was that?
on that.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't have my phone. I can't.
Great movie. Whatever, y'all. Shoot me a text. 270.
Trent.
Yeah.
Little Trent, send me a text.
Yeah. He can't legally. What did Britney Spears have her over her?
What?
And what did Britney Spears have her dad had like power of attorney and stuff?
Yeah.
Somebody's got that over little Trent. They are keeping him silent, and I'm sick of not talking about it.
Man, if Trent doesn't call you back while we're on the air right now, I'm
gonna call the police and be like, "Hey, my buddy's missing."
His name's Trent.
Yeah.
Funny enough, the people that I rent from, they kept sending me messages saying, "Hey, you need to sign your lease for the coming year." And I really don't want to because I don't want to live where I live anymore.
Uh-oh.
But I don't really have anything. I don't really have anywhere else to go at this point.
You gonna stay here for a month?
But they finally sent me a message on Friday, I think, and said, "We're sending a welfare check to your place if you don't respond." And I said,
well, at least somebody's worried about you.
well, I've just been ignoring their texts. I didn't think they were going to take it that far, and I just sent them a message back. I was like, "Hey, I'm fine. Just leave me alone. I'll do it whenever I want to do it."
Yeah. I did have one comment that I wanted to talk. This comes from Logan Mallory.
Oh, Mallory, what's
Yeah.
up, buddy?
Yeah,
Like your name.
that's my first cousin. I love
Been
him.
with a couple Mallorys
Love
in my
him so
day.
much. Oh yeah, you'd love to squeeze on this one.
First
The
name,
Goons-
not last name,
Yeah.
Mallory.
The Goons want to hear a sample of some screaming.
Real? Well, where was this comment at?
It might have been in my head. Pearl. Give us one more.
Yeah.
Wow! You can be in a horror movie.
Dude, I funny enough, I had the best time last Friday on the Rock Roost, guys. I know me and Josh kind of talked about this, like it was prior to me doing it, and yeah, if you don't know me in real life, I'm super into music. I into metal music, hardcore music, etc. And I know a lot about it, and I lived it for so long that on last Friday, whenever we went to do it, these guys that I did it with are the dudes that. So if you go to a small town school, right?
Yep.
There's a guy.
Yep.
That is the rock and roller, plays in a band. Everybody knows that's basically his personality. That's Dustin Taylor for me, and he's kind of who, like, put me on my path, technically, sort of. And I've been told that I'm that guy for a lot of other people.
Sounds like he's got strong Big Brother vibes.
Yeah. And him, his big brother Derek, and dude we call Fatty or Fat Matt or Matt Holland, all do this Rock Roost podcast.
Some people call me No Neck Nick.
Well, you got a pretty long neck.
I know it.
That's kind of a weird nickname
Isn't
for
it?
you.
Isn't
But
it?
either way, we did. We just started talking on Friday, and we did 2 hours before I really knew that time had passed.
See, they ask about me.
Yeah,
What'd you tell them?
I told him that his name was No Neck Nick.
And No Neck Nick. No Neck Nick.
No, but they're going to come on here at some point, and we had such a big time. They haven't put the episode out as of today, which today is the 24th. Tuesday.
Look what Josh just sent me. A meme of a samurai general.
But yeah, no, it's a good time. I think even you and Josh, if you listen to it, you'll learn quite a bit about me.
Oh, we get to learn something about our friend.
Yeah,
I like that. You want to learn something about me?
yeah.
This coming up Tuesday, July 1st, Hart County Fairgrounds. I'm going to be the lead entertainer and rodeo clown for the youth rodeo at the Hart County Fairground. I imagine it starts somewhere around 6 o'clock. I would love for a bunch of goons to be out there.
Hart County Fairground. How far is that from Franklin?
I don't know.
It's like an hour, isn't it? It's
Probably.
It's a little bit of a distance.
Sure.
I mean, I'm probably coming. So
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you might.
yeah, I'm probably gonna be there.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be the funniest thing, and I really hope this guy gets hit by every bull out there.
Yeah.
Did you find protection?
Yeah, chest protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked the woman that's in charge, and she said, yes, we have some extra riding vests. And I was like, oh, riding vest sounds so much cooler than chest protection. Yeah. But
Have you ever seen the videos of the dudes that are like, they do like the running with the bulls or whatever, and like the bull will rear up and like, yeah, and the horn just goes straight up where you don't want it to
yeah.
go.
And
they
I mean,
just
that's
get
not really
impaled
an
by
enema,
that?
But yeah, I mean, that's an ivory dildo.
Yeah.
For sure. Are horns ivory or are they like toenail?
No, it's
hoof,
toenail.
Hoof type material.
It's
Bone,
toenail.
more
What do you call
more
that?
bone.
Calcium something? Calcite?
Clover.
Colloquial?
Seraquil.
Seroquel?
Seraquil.
That's not it.
Seraquil.
Seroquel's a sleeping drug.
Oh. Damn.
I don't know.
It's Seraquil.
It's definitely not ivory. Well, I think the only thing that makes ivory is, I wonder if
Elephants, rhinos.
rhinos make ivory. I was
Yeah.
going to say, I was like, is that also ivory?
yeah.
I knew elephants did. And that's why they got poached a bunch. But I didn't never heard of people poaching rhinos for ivory.
Your mom poached an elephant one time.
Yes, my dad.
Yeah. Oh, got him. Scoop, Barry. And we're all, if you're praying, folks, I mean, I'd love as many prayers for Barry Willoughby.
Barry, yeah.
He's got some scans coming up tomorrow.
Scans tomorrow, June 25th.
The Podfather.
Is the final scans for his cancer, and we're hoping that it is all clear. He's been great. We, me and him went out and shot, or I tried to sight in a new pistol that I bought, and holy hell was it hot outside.
Yeah.
Not even, like, there was no shade to be had anywhere, wherever we were, or where we were. And, man, it was hot outside. And I feel like that I am such a wiener these days because this is the first summer that I haven't worked outside.
Yeah.
And I used to be able to just go outside and not even bother me, but now I felt like such a weenie.
Yeah. I spent about an hour outside, and I did just about everything. I dug a little trench. I repaired a gutter. I spread some new topsoil.
Think about it, but I didn't even notice like anything out front.
Do you want
as far as the truck?
Look at the damage of the trees. We
looked at them last time I was here, but.
Yeah.
I just didn't even really notice.
I know it, yeah.
Like it just is like nothing happened.
I've got to do some reframing on the corner, and all that's got to be wrapped. And some kind of shrapnel came and blew all across the front siding, like against this wall right here, and dented it up. Like it looked like it was rolling. I don't know if it was a piece of the tree maybe, but it dented all the siding up good under the porch.
What is your rodeo thing just one night?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Do you know how many?
I'm working with a guy named Tyler Pence, he's the MC/announcer, and so he'll be in the booth, and then me and him will have a bunch of banter back and forth. Like he'll play.
So you're gonna be mic'd up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the mic runs to his mixing board, and he can record it and put it on a file and send it to us. Yeah.
Gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to figure this out.
As long as you get just some good footage, we can mix together a bunch of footage.
Oh, yeah. My plan is next week to take off most of them, if not all of next week, and just stay up here all week.
Are you going to stay here with your parents? You can do both.
Both. Probably a little bit of both, to be honest.
Fucking LAN party. We'll play Xbox 360. Yeah.
Bunch of Halo 2 is going to happen.
Yeah. Need for Speed, I'm going to fucking dust your ass.
How did you get into this?
So, a nurse that works on the helicopter with Melissa, they run a rodeo at their house once a month.
At their house?
At their house, yeah. They got a big cattle farm.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were asked to be in charge of the Hart County Rodeo. And last year they spent $750 on a rodeo clown, and they didn't have like half the budget this year. So Melissa volunteered me.
Oh, so you're
yeah.
So just another thing we're doing for free for the people out there.
Yep. Service with a smile, baby. People gonna be talking about this shit for a long time.
I swear to God. Okay, I don't want to say that. I don't like that. I don't like saying that. But I swear that if what's it called that they do in July that we came to for Smash Mouth and whatnot?
Summer Vibes.
If they don't let us MC Summer Vibes at some point.
Yeah, I'm not going to push, but...
I'm going to push. Who do I got to talk to?
I don't know.
About us three just being able to MC Summer Vibes.
Yeah.
We can sit at a table. I'll have a camera on us. It would be so fun.
I would like to just
It would be much better than the Las Vegas dude or LA dude that they had last year.
Yeah.
He was lame.
I would like to set up and just record for ourselves during some of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be so much cooler, though, if we were
set
up
a
there.
sign up one time that said free advice and just had people come up and ask questions. We never released that audio. That was with the Yell It Out the Window.
Yell it out the window!
That was a fun intro.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. That was...
Maybe I should find that.
You should, because that was one of the things I brought up with the guys last Friday on Rock Roost or whatever. They were asking me how I linked up with you guys, and I was like, well, they put out a podcast called Yelled Out the Window, and I listened to like the 5 episodes y'all put out.
Yeah.
And then Josh went to rehab.
Yeah. 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 I didn't know I was feeling his fire. But he wasn't helping put mine out either.
I know. What was the chick's name?
Brittany?
Brittany.
Yep.
Brittany, I sent you an Instagram message at some point relating to that one of the episodes, and she did not reply in kind, and I don't like that.
Oh, she was rude?
No, she wasn't rude. She just didn't. She was just kind of like brushed me off,
Oh,
like she was
no.
some kind of celebrity or
Oh,
something.
no. What a
So-
sour Susan.
What a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, we love Brittany, and we love all the ex-co-hosts out there.
No, I have tried to tell these guys that I would love to have her on at some point now.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, we're coming up on 2 years. We're maybe 2 episodes away from 100.
Oh, snap. Oh, that's the bell. That's our new bell. We got rid of the cowbell,
Okay.
and we got a little ding-a-ding bell.
But yeah, no, we're coming up on 100, and I would love Brittany to come on. Brittany, I have no ill will
That'd be fun.
against you for her brushing me off. Maybe a little bit, but
Maybe just look.
you can still come on, and we can still have a big
But
time.
he is working on holding grudges. He's working every day. He's
every
building-
day.
He's building towards a better
Every day,
way.
I am trying to let loose my past ill will, and it's working a little bit. But I don't remember what her name was. But those episodes were really funny, and I would actually love to be able to. I will put those out on YouTube if either you or Josh could find them at some point. Even though I'm not a part of them,
I wasn't listening. For
I think
a
that would
while.
be fun.
Yeah, I forgot.
No, if you and Josh can find those old recordings of Yelled Out the Window,
Yeah.
we should put them on our YouTube.
I wonder if they're on my ex-wife's computer. I bet they
Maybe.
were. We might have had a yell it out the window Gmail. Might have.
It'd be fun because those were really fun episodes. They live broadcasted. Was it you that got shot by the?
Oh, of course it was me. You think it was Josh? Yeah. Yeah,
Nick.
I had a buddy come in with a taser.
Yeah,
I put
Nick
on-
got shot by a taser.
Yeah, but we weren't recording the audio of that whole episode. I was a terrible audio engineer back then. And so we had to, when we released that episode, we had to reenact it with our voices. And I had to stitch it together. Yeah, I had to stitch it together. All we had was the video.
Because I didn't watch it live. I listened to it like on Spotify or whatever y'all put it out on, and then y'all released the video like later. And I remember watching the video and being like, "This is about how I assumed it would have happened."
Yeah. I'm gonna do one of my favorite Dubby commercials here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get into character here.
All right.
Tired of energy drinks that taste like radioactive cough syrup and crash harder than Josh after leg day? Then get ready to unleash Dubby, the raw, unfiltered, no BS energy mix that drop kicks fatigue straight into the shadow realm. Intense music, montage of gamers, athletes, and a grandma powerlifting a car. Dubby isn't just made in some shady lab by goblins in lab coats. No, it's crafted by warlocks of wakefulness. Lord almighty, about lost that sponsorship. Using only the cleanest nootropics, vitamin-charged hydration, and the sheer willpower of lightning itself. Zero sugar, zero crash, all gas, no brakes. Because you don't have time for naps. You've got dragons to slay, gyms to conquer, and spreadsheets to demolish. Dubby, energy for legends, not side characters. Mix it, drink it, ascend. 10% off with the promo code Fine by Me.
What do you think about the war that we're currently in? And
Oh,
I think
man.
we're getting kind of. I don't know. Josh isn't here to tell me what time we're at. But
I can look and see. 39. Oh, I'm doing a lap.
okay.
I'm going to do a lap.
Oh God. All right, Lennon.
Excuse me.
What do you think about this war in Iran?
Me and Josh were talking earlier. Oh, they supposedly fired some missiles towards one of our bases in Qatar.
All of them.
And then they called and was like, "Hey, sorry, we didn't mean to do that."
Yeah.
But
And they missed every one of them.
yeah, and I'm going through a similar situation in my life right now. Like with the U.S., it's like I've got this person in my life that has been taking, and finally they took enough, and I had to like cut some ties, and it's been like legal battles and stuff like that. And
Are
it's
we-
like,
Are
you
we
can't-
talking?
It's like, well, you can't do shit to people and hurt people and not expect at some point, like
Yeah, get cut off.
you're
Yeah.
getting, and they are the leaders of their country.
I thought you were talking about your ex-wife or something.
No,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
a friend.
All right.
But
Josh. Okay.
yeah, it is Josh. I've got a restraining order on him.
That's why he's not.
That's
here.
why he's not here. Yeah, yeah,
We were going to do Zoom, but he was too hurt.
yeah, yeah. He's been crying all day. I put makeup on 3 times today.
Mascara keeps running.
Cried it all off. Well, 3rd time's the charm. You look great.
Yeah, so Iran and Israel, they are at war, and now we are also at war with them, I guess. But they say we're not, but we are, I think.
I'm still right below draft age, below and under at the same
Really?
time.
What
is
is
I
draft
said.
age?
I think it's 35.
35.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
You gotta get real desperate
I
to
know. Yeah. Yeah. No.
draft a 35-year-old.
10,000 American soldiers can handle whatever is happening over there.
Yeah, y'all don't need me. I promise. I'll go over there and just start drinking heavily.
I'm gonna apply for chaplain. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna be more of a problem.
Yeah, they're gonna have to break you like a horse.
It's funny. The other day, whenever there was somebody, I had to message somebody in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, where the wind blows.
About a claim that I had because, I don't know, Oklahoma was weird or something. I had a question for him. And he was like, oh, I thought, he said, I said something to him. And then he was like, oh, I thought you were a plebe like me, like a regular, like, rep or whatever. And I'm not. I'm like a little couple couple ranks higher than this fella.
Yes,
And I was like, yeah, I'm nobody. But still, like, I remember back whenever I first started and I was at this guy's level, I came from being my own boss for like the 6 years prior to that.
Vape store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was running like 5 stores, yada, yada, yada. Like, and I didn't really, I had the owner, but that was it. And I remember like having these corporate bosses basically having to break me like a horse because I didn't have it. Like, I had no human resources that I ever understood or anything like that. So I was just like,
There's a large freedom out here in the service industry.
yeah.
You know? What do you call your industry? I mean, like, what is that?
It's the insurance industry, I guess.
Yeah. I guess the corporate industry is where is. more
Yeah,
like
I mean,
what
it's
was
so
thinking.
much different than working for a small business. You can't make any money, well, unless you own a small business like Nick, because he's rich. But I didn't own my small business.
If you get some kind of sales job, you can do like with a roofing company.
Yeah.
But they have so many like roughnecks that have been roofing for 30 years, and then they finally, their back is broken. They're like, all right, I'm going to go sell roofs. They got so many of those guys that come and try to sell roofs that now they like give you a pamphlet if you go apply for a roof salesman job, they give you a pamphlet and they're like, all right, go sell a house. And they'll do like a 3-hour seminar. And they'll be like, this is what you say to the customers, and they won't pay you. Like, if you want to go sell a roof for us, go sell a fucking roof.
Yeah.
We're not going to pay you to fail for a month.
Until you sell the roof. Yeah. So it's a commission only type of deal.
Yeah, until you get a few, and then they would bring you on permanently with like a salary and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I have no idea how I started talking. Oh, that's how we were talking about how to make money and.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, like, for the people out there that I know that probably listen to this, especially the folks from Franklin and Scottsville and the surrounding areas that all work in smaller industry. Like, I work for a Fortune 50 company, and the DEI, HR, all of that stuff, like, you can't, there's a lot of things you can't say. And I worry all the time.
That's what I was going to ask. What do you think would happen if...
Go ahead.
Like, if somebody listened to a few episodes?
Oh, I mean, I'm terrified of that. Not terrified. I'll find another job. I'm not really that concerned about it. Like, I'd just go find something else to do, I guess. But, like, at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's not like I say anything super wrong. But at the same time,
2 weeks ago, I rehearsed one of Hitler's speeches in German.
But at the same time, I know that if I said a lot of things that I say on this podcast at work, wouldn't be well received.
This is taken out of context, people. Okay.
This is satire.
Yeah.
So I couldn't say a lot of this stuff.
For defamation.
Funny, and it's also terrible now because I went all those years working kind of for myself and just being HR, the boss, etc. And it's not like that I was bad. Like, it's not like I was like running around saying slurs or touching people or whatever. But
too many penis jokes.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then I ended up doing this estimator role where I was in body shops every day for 5 years, and those are way worse than anything that I ever heard while running my businesses back in the day. And then I came back inside, and I've been back inside for a year, like working under like the regular circumstances, and it's been different for sure.
Different.
I still, on my lunch breaks, every now and then I go to some of the shops that I used to hang out with just to get a little bit of testosterone in me.
Yeah, make yourself. Yeah, I can hang with the rough and tough. They love me. Yeah. I'm still one of them.
I'm still one of these guys.
I'm still one of you.
It's a little hot out here, though.
Yeah. I'm thinking about moving back in with my parents, but it's fine.
Boy, man, it's hot out here. I'm going to go inside and take me a cold shower.
Yeah. This air conditioning going to be nice in a minute. Yeah.
Dude,
got a couple phone calls to make. What are y'all doing? Changing a motor? Oh.
Not today for me.
Why don't you turn some fans on?
Lennon, I worry about Lennon so much.
Could you imagine? You see how long it took him to get up?
Yeah.
Could you imagine when that truck hit the house? He was asleep right there.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
He probably didn't hear it.
Maybe not.
He probably was like...
He probably thought he farted himself away. He was like, damn, farted again. Yeah.
What? Trent, when are you coming on? Huh?
Trent.
When's little Trent coming back?
Man,
is he going to be able to talk?
We got to ask him about little Trent's contract situation.
Yeah, we do.
I'm expecting. Well, maybe we won't hear. Maybe that is for next time.
I did figure out how to, because we're going to have, like, the Rock Roost dudes, there's 3 of them.
So we need to get 5 people in here?
Well, I mean, we need to get 6 people in here.
That tripod on top of that table.
Well, we need 6 people in here. Me, you, Josh, and then the 3 of them. So it's going to be packed.
How are we going to do this?
Somebody's sharing. Probably 2 people sharing.
Sharon Peters.
Yeah. It's good. It's gonna be
There's a woman from Franklin named Sharon Peters.
really.
Yep. That's all I know about her.
You don't have her number
all
or
I know.
anything?
No.
Hmm.
Damn, that would have been a fun prank call when you were 12, though. Is this Sharon Peters? Yes, it is. All right, that's all I had.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. They write themselves, boy. They write themselves. You know any funny names?
For some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was Bitch Cummings.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
I don't even know why.
Okay.
The first thing that popped in my
Who
head.
did Melissa say the other day? She had one. Ben Dover. Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
you?
No, that was probably Melissa. But
She said
that's
there was
classic.
a guy named Ben Dover
Ben
at
Dover's a
Scottsville.
classic.
In
What?
Scottsville. She said she went to school with a guy named Ben
Call her
Dover. Yeah,
I don't know
let's
Ben
call my
Dover.
beautiful wife.
I know that being a normal name that you would call. What's the one?
Yeah, lead you far.
Amanda. That's the one. You call a bar and say, "Hey, I'm looking for Amanda Hug and
Hey, baby.
Kiss. Can you reach out to them?" And
No.
somebody at the bar goes, "We're looking for a Amanda Hug and Kiss. Anybody got Amanda?" That's from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo's Tavern. I
Yeah.
met a Mo today. Hey, you're live on the podcast, babe.
Live action.
Oh, hi.
Wes doesn't remember Ben Dover. Was it you telling me the other day you went to school with a guy named Ben Dover?
I don't remember bend over either.
Oh.
I
I'd like to make you bend over. All right, I gotta go. That was it.
That's a lot.
I love you.
You just made this up.
love you too.
You just made. I know Ben.
Just an excuse to flirt with my wife, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Ben Dover is for sure just a normal name that
Somebody
you would call.
told me. I'm telling you.
I think you've been had.
By my own brain. You think I tricked myself?
Yeah, I think so.
Dang. I gotta start taking those schizo medicines. Damn. What do you think, Clarence? Shaniqua?
Clarence is also good. I like Clarence.
That's kind of a. You think that's dude's hair up here?
No.
That was my Dora the Explorer wig. That one episode, Tutley, it was on Zoom.
Oh.
Bet me couldn't
Oh.
find a Dora the Explorer costume in his house, and I said, "Give me 75 seconds."
Yeah.
And I timed it. It took 73. And I came back in this room with a Dora the Explorer costume.
Okay. So we're coming to the close on this one, I think.
Close it up.
It's been
Eventful.
eventful and interesting, and I don't know. There's a lot of words that we could say, I think. But
There are, Wes, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Monday, next week, we're going to record. Tuesday, we're going to a freaking rodeo.
Hart County Fairgrounds. I would say get there around 5 or 6. I have no idea.
Maybe there'll be an address shared.
I would just do Hart County Fairgrounds. Surely they.
Sure, you think the goons can figure that out?
Good Lord, I hope. I mean, they gotta have at least a 95 IQ to keep up with some
Mallory?
of this shit.
Logan, if I don't see you out there,
Give me a scream.
you're dead to me.
Oh, Logan is starting his own company called
Five by Me Podcast.
Slick
Incorporated.
PDR.
Slick. Oh, he's going to do paintless dent repair.
Paintless dent repair, the slick way. Yes.
If you
So-
need me, hey, Logan, if you need me to do some estimates for you, I can, because I have done 1 trillion PDR estimates, and I am the GOAT at it. I'll take $150 per estimate.
There you go.
That's my rate.
So if you need some dents pulled, it's going to be at least 175. But call Logan at 270-570-6590 for mobile paintless dent repair.
Paintless dent repair.
Paintless dent
PDR is what we call that in the biz.
PDR. This has been Fine by Me.
See y'all later. Love y'all.
Happy birthday,
Dear Lennon, happy birthday to Love you, Lennon. Happy birthday, buddy.